welcome back to Machine here. We are going to be working on the section BB. As we have the cutting plane, it goes like this on the object. So we see the direction of the arrow, so go in this direction. So this part is cut off and we want to see what we have left here. Okay, so that is what we are going to be doing here right now. So let's start and see how it goes. So the first thing that we are going to do is that we are going to have a short horizontal line. So we have a short horizontal line here like this. So we have this short horizontal line, and then we are going to draw a short vertical line here like this. Okay, so this short vertical line, so I'm going to take a measurement of 12 millimeters. Where do we have that 12 millimeters? So let me bring the figure here. So we have that the thickness from here to here, is 12 millimeters. Okay, the cutting plane cut that part, so we need to take that measurement of 12 millimeters. So we take 12 millimeters down. So this is 12 millimeters here. So here we have 12 millimeters. So at this point, I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So we have this horizontal line here. So and then we also have that the length from here to here is 66 millimeters. We have to take that measurement. So we take a measurement of 66 millimeters from this end. So we take 66 millimeters here. So this is so here we have 66 millimeters. So this is 66 millimeters here. So here we draw a vertical line. So here we have this vertical line. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do here, so I want to work on this part that we have here, because when we are looking at it, so the cutting plane cut this part off. We are going to see a line at this point on this hole, and then we have that the distance from this line here, from this line to the center of this hole is 42 millimeters. So which means that, and then the thickness, so let me start with look at the thickness. So the thickness of this is 12 millimeters. That means from here to here is 12 millimeters, and we have it on both sides. So first of all, come to this side. Okay, so draw a vertical line down here, and then I will come to this end and draw a vertical line down. So on this line, okay, on this line I will take 12 millimeters for the thickness of that part. This is 12 millimeters. Okay, and then I'll come to this side and also take a measurement of 12 millimeters. So this is 12 millimeters. At this point, I'm going to draw a vertical line. So I will draw it. Let's take it down a bit, and I will also do the same thing here. So draw a vertical line down. On this side also, I will draw a vertical line down here. Okay, so draw a vertical line down. Okay, at this point also, I will draw a vertical line. So we have this. Then the next thing that we are going to do here, so from this point here, we take 42 millimeters down, 42 millimeters down. Okay, so which is the distance of the center line of that hole. So this is 42 millimeters. Okay, so we have 42 millimeters. So at this point, we are going to draw a horizontal center line, so which also pass through this point. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is that, so for this hole that we have here, for this particular hole that we have here, we have diameter of this circle to be 34. So we have it on both sides. So we have to take a measurement of, so we divide 34 by 2, and that will give us 17 millimeters. So we take 17 millimeters down. So this is 17 millimeters, and we take 17 millimeters up, so making it 34. These are under 17 millimeters. So at this point, so this line, so is going to be a thick line. So we are going to see it as a line. So we see it as a line on this surface from here to here. Okay, so and we also have it here. So we see it as a line like this, and then we come up here, we do the same thing. So we see all this also as a line, and this also we see it as a line. So as we have it here. All right, so also, so the end of this, so for the big curve that we have here, so for this curve that we have here, so we have that the radius of this from this center is 28 millimeters. So from the center, we will take a measurement of 28 millimeters down, 28 millimeters. So this is 28 millimeters here. So here we have 28 millimeters. So at this point, I'm going to draw. So this will be a thick line from here to here. Okay, and this will also be a thick line from here to here. So we have this now. So we are done with this part. So what we have to do now is that we are going to make this line a thick line from here down. Okay, so make it a thick line from here down. And also for this, so we make this also a thick line from here down here. So we have this, the same thing applies to this. We also make this a thick line from here down, and then for this one we also make it a thick line from here down here. All right, so and then so this will be okay. This is already a thick line. Okay, so let's leave this for now. So another thing that we have to build here is this part here. The cutting plane also touch this, and distance from here to here as we have here. So the thickness of this from here to here is 15. Okay, and then from here to here we have the thickness that will be what, that will be 32. If the radius of this curve is 16, so the distance from here to here will be 32 millimeters. So let's work on that. So we need to get the center of this. That means we divide that 36 by 2, and that will give us 33 millimeters. We need to get that center. So we come here now. So at this mid, I will take 33 millimeters from this end to get the midpoint of this. So this is 33 millimeters here. At this point, I'm going to draw a vertical center line, just a short vertical center line here, or I will take it up. Let me take it up. Okay, so we take it up like this because we still need to draw that cylindrical part, and we need this center line. Okay, so the thickness of this, okay, so the thickness from here to here is 8 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 8 millimeters up. So this is 8 millimeters here. Okay, so I'm going to draw a short horizontal line like this. Okay, so then so we the one of 15 that I talked about. So let me bring it, the one of 15 here. So this particular one, so we make it 8 millimeters. So I'll just take the measurement of 8 millimeters from the center here to the left side. This is 8 millimeters here, and I will take 8 millimeters to the right side from the center. This is 8 millimeters here, and then the one of 16. So from that center, I will take 16 millimeters to this side. So this is here is we have this to be 10. This is 15. So this is 16 millimeters. I'll do the same thing on this side. So this is 15. This is 16. So we have this. So what we are going to do here now, so for those 2 points that I took to both left and right, we are going to make them thick lines. So this will be a thick line, okay, and then this will also be a thick line, okay, and then so this will be a thick line, and then this will also be a thick line. All right, so we have this right now. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to work on the this web. So this web and this web with this cylindrical part, we are going to work on them. The length from here to here is 55 millimeters. So we divide, and then the height. Okay, let's work on the height as we have here. So we need to know. So for this, the center here. So the center from this line up, from this point up, the center is 45 millimeters. So let's get the center first. Take a measurement of 45 millimeters off from this line, 45 millimeters. So this is 45 millimeters, and we are going to draw a horizontal center line here. So we draw horizontal center line at this point here. So it goes like this. Okay, so we have it like this. So that's the horizontal center line. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to divide 55 by 2, and that will give us 27.5. So 27.5. So we have this to be 27.5. So 27. I'm trying to set it. So this is 27.5. So take a measurement, okay, and here also we take this is 55. Okay, so we are going to draw a vertical line at this point so that we can produce the cylindrical part. So we draw a vertical line here, and at this point also we draw a vertical line. All right, so other things that we are going to be having here, first of all, we have this the diameter of this big circle is 48. So it's 48. 48 by 2 will give us 24. So let's work on that first. So take for 24 millimeters down, 24 millimeters down. So this is 24 millimeters. And then we take 24 millimeters up, making it 48. So this is 24 up, so making it 48. So at this point, we are going to draw a horizontal line. So we draw horizontal line like this. Okay, and coming up here, we also draw horizontal line from here to this side. Okay, so we have this now. Okay, all right, so within this part, so we have a hole. There is a hole, there is a circle, this circle here of diameter 20. So we need to draw that. So we come to the center again. So we take a measurement of 10 millimeters down, this 10 millimeters down, and we take 10 millimeters up. So we are going to, and then this circle that we have, or the hole, does not reach this end. It doesn't reach this end. So distance from this end is 6 millimeters. It is said here 6 millimeters deep. Okay, so we need to take that 6 millimeters at once. Okay, so I'm going to come to this point here. We take a measurement of 6 millimeters from this end to this side is 6 millimeters, and do the same thing on this side, 6 millimeters from this end to this side. So I'm going to draw I will draw a vertical line, so just like this, and then I will also draw a vertical line from here. Okay, so the hole that we have within this chain will be hidden from us, and it will stop on this line and this line. So we draw this with short dashes line. Okay, so it has to be shown on the section BB, so we have to show it. So this is it. So we draw with short dashes line. We also come up here, we do the same thing, so drawing it with short dashes line as I'm doing it here. So we have it like this. Okay, so then there is another part that we are to draw. Okay, so that is for this particular one. So this circle here, so its diameter is 34. Okay, so it doesn't reach the end, so it is 6 millimeters deep. That is the distance that we have taken here. So what we have to do now, we divide that 34 by 2, and that is 17 millimeters. So here is 17 millimeters. We take 17 millimeters down, and we take 17 millimeters up, making it 34 millimeters. So here we are going to, so that part will also be hidden from us on both sides. So we make this short dashes line from here to here like this, and we also do it here from here to here as short dashes line. So coming up here, we do the same thing. So short dashes line from here to this end, and from here to this end here. So we are done with that part. And also, so I need to make this short dashes line, this line from here down will be short dashes line. Okay, so that is what I'm doing here. And then on this side, we do the same thing from here down. It will be drawn with short dashes line like this. It is not visible to us when we are looking at it like that. Okay, so and then so this line will now be a thick line. So from here, okay, let me leave it for now. So we need to work on the web. So let's look at the web. We need to, it's part of the section, so we need to draw that as we are doing it in this direction based on direction of this arrow. Okay, so now we have that from here to this point is 9 millimeters, and the thickness also is 9 millimeters. We have the same thing on this side. From here to here is 9, the thickness here is 9 millimeters. So let's take those measurements. So we take 9 millimeters inward, 9 millimeters inward here from this line. So this is 9 millimeters here, and then we now take 9 from this point. So from here we take 9 millimeters inward. So this is 9 millimeters. So we come to this side and do the same thing. From here we take a measurement of 9 millimeters inward, and then from here, so we have 9 millimeters as the thickness. Okay, so that's what we have there. So what we are going to do now, from this point we are going to draw a vertical line. So we draw a vertical line here like this to touch this line. Okay, and also from this point we draw a vertical line to touch this line. On this side we do the same thing, so drawing a vertical line here to touch the line. Okay, and then here also we draw a vertical line to touch the line. So this has to touch the center, so it has to touch the center, and then we are going to put a small curve here, just like we did for the right end elevation that we drew in the orthography views. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and I will take in some part. Then when I'm done, I will also hash while I pause the video. Then when I'm done, I will come and explain few things before we end this video. Alright, let's look at the part that we are going to hash together. So the cutting plane touch this part. It's a solid part, so we are to hash this part. Okay, and then we are to hash here, so all these are to be hashed, then including this part and this surface here. Those are the part that we are to hash. So let's hash it together. So what we have to do here, so starting from here, so we draw the arching lines here. Arching lines are drawn, think continuous, and they are equally spaced. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here right now. So we also have this being hashed together. Okay, so we also hash this together. Okay, then here, so I have this part, so this part will be left unhashed. Okay, so and then so here, so we have this, and then so coming here, so this will be hashed. Okay, then so here we have this, and then we hash these parts. Okay, alright, so we are producing the arching lines on this surface, and then here we do the same thing. Okay, and then we also hash this. This will be left unhashed as I've left it unhashed. Okay, and then so we also hash this surface and here. Then so coming to this side, let me add one more here. So coming to this side, so we hash this surface here, just like we did for this one. Alright, so that's it. Alright, here we have section B. It's as simple as I've done it. Thank you and God bless you.